is Giacomo Lozzi and I work at Polis, the European network of cities and regions working on transport innovation. In this module, together with our colleagues from Ertico ITS Europe, we provide an overview of the European policy context for decarbonization and electromobility. In particular, we look at the strategies to make Europe climate neutral by 2050. The transport sector in Europe has several social, economic and environmental implications. Congestion produces inefficiencies, and European cities are facing issues in meeting air quality standards. In recent years, pressure on national governments and the EU has turned environmental issues into a priority. As a result, the European Commission launched the European Green Deal in 2019. The European Green Deal is a strategy that includes a series of measures to make energy production and the lifestyle of European citizens more sustainable for the environment. The European Union has committed, in line with the Paris agreements, to zero its net polluting emissions by 2050. The European Union will help the regions that are most affected by the move towards the green economy through the Just Transition mechanism. For each objective of the Green Deal, the European Commission will first define a strategic plan and then a concrete action plan to implement it. For example, by June 2021, the European Commission plans to revise the legislation on CO2 emission performance standards for cars and vans. As for transport, representing 25% of European greenhouse gas emissions, the Green Deal includes a target to reduce transport-related emissions by 90% by 2050. Transport will go digital and multimodal, prices will reflect the impacts on environment, there will be stricter standards on pollution by cars, and about 1 million public charging stations in place for the 13 million zero and low emission vehicles expected on European roads. But how to make this plan operational for the transport sector? The Commission has just adopted in December 2020 the Sustainable and Smart Mobility Strategy. As for electric mobility, which is the main topic of this course, the strategy sets some dedicated targets. By 2030, a considerable number of zero-emission cars and lorries should be on the European roads. A minimum of 100 cities should be climate neutral, and collective travel under 500 kilometers should be carbon neutral. By 2050, nearly all vehicles should be zero-emission. The strategy claims that coordinated European action is needed to supplement and reinforce national and local action. And talking about local action, it is essential to understand the city's needs, since the transition to e-mobility represents a revolution for the urban fabric. Our partner Ertico has launched the City Moonshot initiative and is interviewing 300 cities worldwide to understand their current needs and plans. The final results will be presented at the ITS World Congress in Hamburg, but we can anticipate that 44% of cities have announced climate emergency or are about to do this, and e-mobility as a solution to promote sustainability is in their pipeline.